That raspy growl and sultry stage presence has made Eartha Kitt one of the most recognizable entertainers in the world. Right now, she's touring with Cinderella, and after more than 5 decades in show business, she has a new book about how she does it all. It's called Rejuvenate. It's never too late. Eartha Kitt, good morning. Nice
Good
to
morning.
see you.
Wow.
Oh.
It's not too early to growl either.
Oh, I love that. Who did you write this book for?
For all of us, because I look at the business, and plus the fact that I get a lot of fan mail, and the people who ask for my autograph outside of the stage door are always saying, how have you done it? And why doesn't my mother look like you? Why doesn't my grandmother look like you at the age of 74 or whatever the age I am now? And so I decided to put it down on paper.
How have you done it, not only in having an incredible and diverse career, but also you look like $1,000,000, and as you say, you're 74 years old. How have you done it?
Well, it's not a matter of going according to the rules and regulations of those who are giving you lessons. Using common sense, and I think the mind and body working together means an awful lot to me. Because if you analyze the kind of food you're eating and you realize what it's doing to you, as you're even eating it, you realize you're not going to feel very well. Not that you're going to get sick, but you'll feel lazy and you feel lethargic and you don't want to get up and do something.
You mentioned you have chapters in the book, for example, breathe, bend, balance. Why did you break the book down that way?
I really believe that breathing and having a lot of fun with what you're doing, because that means a lot. You have to laugh about things. Even when it hurts, you've got to laugh about life. And Jiminy Crickets, that happened to me, but did it really happen to me? And my daughter, when you go through the mother-daughter thing, you got to find a way to laugh about that. Because, my God, that agita between the daughter stressing herself away from the mother. And you go through life getting a lot of stress because you buy a lot of things that you have to pay to hold on to.
But you have described in great detail exactly the American woman. A lot of stress, mother-daughter stress, stress over money, not breathing, running around like a headless chicken all day. How do we get from there to where you are?
Now that really gives me food for thought.
74 years old, in fabulous shape, and mentally completely sharp and on top of things and working like crazy.
Because I never paid attention, and one of the reasons why I don't pay attention to doctors who tell you that you can't be running at the age of 45, 4 and 5 and 6 miles a day, when you know damn well you're perfectly capable of doing so.
You ignore a lot of advice.
A lot of that kind of advice, because I don't go according to the rules and regulations that I feel are stupid. If they make a lot of sense, fine. I will obey the rules and regulations. It didn't make any sense to me when he said you can't do that. But you know, I've gone through life feeling that anybody who told me that I can't do something is when I thought maybe I can do something. And I went and I did it. And therefore here I am. Wow, and life has been absolutely fantastically wonderful. I wouldn't have missed it for the world.
You write about your life starting out, your childhood. How much of conquering that? It was a difficult childhood. It's in your book.
But you know, I don't think of anything as being that difficult. After I've gone through that passage of life, they told me it was difficult. I said, really, maybe it was difficult, you know? How can I use that? So on the stage, I'm using it all the time, whatever the experiences that I had, feeling-wise, emotionally, funny-wise. It goes into the characters that I've played.
Including
Including the fairy godmother right now.
She's not your standard fairy godmother.
No, she doesn't come out with a tutu and a wand. And she says, how do you think you're going to get there? One of these pumpkins are going to magically transform into a golden carriage. Well, think about it again. How are you going to get there? And then Cinderella gets to the point where she realizes the magic is in you, not in someone else. And that's also what I write about in the book. What we think we're capable of may be something that we really are capable of. So you have to try it. And don't pay attention to a lot of rules and regulations that said you've got to eat this way, you got to do this. Rules and regulations to me have got to make sense to me. That's why the mind and body have got to work together. So you can't go according to diets. Nobody's going to pay that much attention to a diet. I've tried diets. So what a bore. I got so bored with diets that I figured, why don't I just do what I've always done? Eat sensibly, think sensibly, and get rid of negative people.
Excellent advice. The legendary Eartha Kitt. So nice to see you.
Don't
So
stress
nice
yourself
to
out
have
over
you.
nothing.
Excellent advice once again. If you'd like to read an excerpt of Rejuvenate, it's not too late. Log on to our website at weekendtoday.msnbc.com. Will you do the purr for us one more time? And we are back in a moment, but first, this is Today on NBC.
You're a lot of fun.
Oh, I like you back.
Oh, and tell Matt Lauer I love him.
I will absolutely do that. You got it.